Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is the first video of me feeding Houdini. A little bit of backstory about him. I found him at my local pay pond, and instead of using him as bait, I decided to bring him home for my little girl to try to give her something to feed and have fun with, something to learn with. And, well, reason we call him Houdini is that he is a little escape artist, which a lot of people who have owned eels and any research that you do will tell you that they are escape artists themselves, and they're really hard to keep in their tanks. So just for the video, of course, I have the lid off right now. You can see him peeking up through his little barrel there, and this is what I ended up having to do to try to keep him in his tank for the time being, because this is a learning experience for us. It's the first eel we've ever owned. We've owned other fish, other ocean type critters, I guess you'd say, but never an eel. So we're gonna try to do a feeding of him. He's really shy. He just likes to kind of sit with his head out. So let's see if we can coax him on out and get him to show us a little bit more of himself. He really likes worms. I haven't found much else that he likes. I've tried fish and other insects. I've tried freeze-dried bloodworms, and he doesn't like any of them. So I'm gonna see if I can get him to take a worm for y'all. You can't really see all that great, unfortunately, having to hold the phone with one hand and try to feed with the other. See if we can get him to do anything. Now, from my understanding, freshwater eels can grow up to 20 years old and grow about 2 to 4 inches a year in the wild. Not really too much more than that. Can grow a lot larger in captivity just because of more abundant food sources. They only eat about 2 times a week in the wild, and we tend to feed them a couple times a week here. Getting real interested now. Takes a little while sometimes to get him to decide to eat, but when he does, it's quick. Let's see if he's even hungry today. Well, it doesn't look like he wants to eat quite yet. Maybe if I drop it in there to him, he'll decide to get it. Oh, I done lost it. Well, I guess that'll be a snack for later. I'll try one more smaller worm and see if we can get him to show any interest in it. Sorry about the camera, y'all. I'm not the most steady-handed person, as you can tell, I'm sure. Well, it don't look like he's gonna want to eat. We did feed him a little bit earlier today, one little worm, so I figured I'd try to get a feeding video right quick. And it does not look like he is hungry anymore, unfortunately. See if he just don't like the tongs. So about some of these other guys we got in the tank with him here. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but we have a few of these larger type of minnows, and they also came from the pay pond. Now, he may be a little under the weather today, not wanting to eat, because it's been about 2 days since he made his little escape, and he honestly got fairly dried out before I found him on the floor, unfortunately. Like I say, this is my first deal I've ever owned, so it is a learning experience. And he has taught me that he is good at getting out so far. So y'all wish me luck with this. And there he comes. You see him come all the way up to the top. He's a really long guy. He's about 12 inches long. Even if I don't get him to eat for y'all today, at the very least you can get a good look at him. There you go.